Bro, why are they teaming? Hello world, Mighty Cookie here. I wanted to make this video focused on how to react when you realize that you're getting third-partied. I chose to start the video right here because this is actually the moment, you can see him across the bridge over there, that I realized that there is a third player that's about to crash this party. Before this, the Black Arrow and I were just trading shots, nothing particularly special, but I do see that there is a Wither Knight that is coming up the hill. I need to react in order to engage with them properly. Now let me preface this by saying that I don't consider myself an incredibly good player, pro, or anything like that. This is one of the things that I actually think makes all those guide videos a little bit hard to engage with. Because oftentimes the people who are making these guides or these combat tips and such are people who are just mechanically so much more gifted than the average player. And so with me, considering myself an average to slightly above average player, I wanted to show what my process is, what I'm thinking about, and how I tried to disengage and re-engage in this fight to ultimately come out on top. You'll notice that as soon as I spot the Wither Knight, I'm not really trying to engage the Black Arrow anymore, because if I do, I will start getting absolutely pummeled. So as you can see, this entire time I'm trying to rotate around and make sure that I'm not in the middle of the sandwich. Both of them know that I am more hurt than they are, and they actually kind of team up on me a little bit here to try to take me down, which makes things rather difficult, not gonna lie. As you can see, I'm not really trying to deal any damage, I'm just trying to put distance, escape, and break away from the immediate engagement. The Black Arrow is kind of just following the Wither Knight around. You'll see that they don't really engage each other. And he even kind of uses the Wither Knight as a front line. You can see here that he, even though he has a clear shot, he's not putting any arrows into his ass, which is kind of unfortunate for me. So yeah, I'm just making space, pulling away, trying to disengage from the fight so I can heal, and so I can be ready whenever I do find an opening to actually engage. So the most important thing is to make sure you're not in the middle of the sandwich. Make sure to disengage, make sure to pull away. And here I make a little bit of a wrong turn. This puts me in a corner that makes the Wither Knight actually push me in, but it turns out to actually go in my favor, because with the Black Arrow not wanting as well to be in the middle of the sandwich, I am able to kind of take this 1v1 here, kind of push the Wither Knight away, and not take too much damage. Here the Wither Knight pretends that he's like giving up. I'm hoping that he's gonna go to engage with the Black Arrow on the other side, but you'll see that he's actually just waiting for me on the other side. Thankfully, I have my invis, I use my abilities in order to maintain my distance, and here I see my opportunity. Even though the mobs are kind of coming at me, I see this ramp and I realize that my best bet here, because I don't have time to open the doors, is to actually get some high ground. So you can see these guys aren't really like trying to kill me. The Wither Knight kind of tries to decide back and forth whether he wants to engage with me or not. I hit him with an impact arrow in order to push him towards the Wither Knight because I see him climbing up the stairs. I'm hoping that he will kind of engage him. And at this moment in time, I'm trying to kind of just get out of the way. Unfortunately, the mobs are not in my favor, and I get dragged back into the fight. So my only hope really is playing around this high ground here. Why are they teaming? Put enough distance that the Wither Knight actually has to commit in order to chase me, and to be far enough away that the Black Arrow can't actually put that much damage into me, give me some space again to heal, keep myself topped off. And so now the Wither Knight switches targets, engages with him, and likewise I can't do that much damage either, but I can still hit him with a barbed arrow. I can still do enough to put some debuffs on him and make it more difficult for him to do the same thing that I was doing, which is putting the distance. Now the Black Arrow is coming towards me, he wants to engage, we both use the same abilities. But he kind of backs himself into a corner here, and I'm able to land some good shots. The Wither Knight is still pummeling him, and these two impact arrows that I land here actually spell his doom. He is one shot away from dying, so I decide to commit. and the Wither Knight actually finishes him off. So here's something that for a while looked really bad for me. I was really low on health. They were both jumping on me. Is now back into a clean 1v1. However, you'll see that I'm running a little bit low on potions. Thankfully, I was able to use the bulb there to break some distance. And I'm just trying to walk away, trying to regen my health, get myself into a position where I can actually take this fight and not let the Wither Knight get too close. He's waiting for me to shoot at him because he wants to parry it, so I don't give him the opportunity. I just use the advantage of his slower movement to try to run away and put some distance with the mobs, hoping he either kills the mobs or he takes some damage from them. He chases me back into the high ground, but I'm able to put enough distance that I can actually use the stun arrows to keep him at bay. Unfortunately, he does land the lance on here on me, and is able to land a small combo and a horn, which puts the fight back at an even pace. So at this point you can see that I have no healing, and I've been fighting for almost 10 fucking minutes. So I'm actually really scared that I'm going to lose this fight after so long. But thankfully he gets caught up a little bit with the mobs, it seems, and once again rotating back to the high ground, just trying to put my distance, make sure that he has to really chase me around in order to do any damage. I'm trying to use any kind of geometry that I can so that his attacks don't hit me. He does a good job there at blocking my damage. I once again put some distance, put a trap here, just so that it's a little bit more difficult. And if it comes to it, I can play around the trap, just to kind of force that distance. He realizes that he's a little bit too far and he tries to heal, but thankfully since I have the high ground, I am able to put enough damage on him that he just dies. I think one of the mobs there is actually the one that killed him.
Oh my god.
So what you're seeing right now is 10 minutes of frustration and anxiety here. I have no utility left, no healing potions, no horns. Now I just make sure I take my time to kill these mobs, make sure I don't take any damage, because I want to make sure the place is safe and clean so that I can go back and loot. Make sure to get those potions, which I actually don't do. I actually end up looting all the gear first. But that guy had a lot of potions. I am able to heal and clear out the area before I go on to the other body. So notice, just to recap, the major things that I did here was the moment I realized that I am in a 1v1v1, that I'm getting third partied, I'm not actually focused on doing damage anymore. I'm focused on putting enough distance so that it becomes more feasible for the other players to fight each other instead of fighting me. Most of this fight is actually me just running away and using my abilities to push them back into each other. And that is one of the key things that I want people to take away from this video. The main focus is always at making sure that when you're getting third partied, that you make those players fight each other. If you like what you see, make sure to give it a like and follow. I post shorts every single day. I post videos around once a week, and they're usually focused on gameplay, tips, guidance. I focused mostly on extraction shooters and MOBAs such as Deadlock, Marathon, and now Mistfall Hunters. I also stream every day on Twitch, Mighty Cookie TV. If you want to see my reasoning, ask me some questions, please stop by. I'm there every day around 7 PM EST. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.